a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning is Peppers. Shreds the tackle. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little more. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
You draw Porter. Bravo.
On 1st down, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. First. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 77 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Watch the curl.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Let him know.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes going to throw. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mahomes throwing complete to Chris Conley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Going on the ground with Homer. And he is is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The toss out to Barkley. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Nada, the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he's going to go down again. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.